Hello guys, in the previous video we discussed about the basic market structure of a bull market and the fundamentals of how the price moves. So now I'll be looking at some examples of the market structure and how you could have drawn trend lines or a dynamic resistance. So a trend line basically, let's talk about how to draw a trend line. So when market moves up, it has moved up in this fashion. So you could say that uh, this right here is taking support, and if it has continued, this right here it has taken a support. So a trend line would be a line connecting these two supports, and that would be a valid trend line for the future. So the next time your stock comes close to this, the price comes close to this trend line, you can look to go long here and hope that it price pushes further up. So that is the basics of how you draw a trend line. So I will show you the applications in a few stocks now. Let's look at Asian Paints. So Asian Paints has formed the structure. So what can you see here? The trend lines we could draw are when price was moving up right here, you could have drawn this trend line connecting these points, right? Because this is one support, this is two, three, four. So 4 is more than enough. So next time the price comes close to that trend line, you will be looking for buys around this point, right? So not only this trend line, another trend line could be this one right here. So when the market moved higher, I did not respect this trend line. I found another trend line right here. And this trend line was also respected how many times? Once here, two, three, and the fourth time here it also you need to remember that trend lines are not one single line, they are areas. So this trend line is not one precise line, but also the neighboring area, a little up or down, can also be support or can also be good areas. So just because one candlestick here broke the trend line, I won't go short here. This is just an area, so this trend line could as well be here or here, anywhere in this range. So this is just an approximation. A trend line is always an approximation, it's not an exact line. So when it broke this, I wouldn't have gone long. You shouldn't go long. So you wait for signs of reversal. If it is taking support, if it is retesting this trend line and falling down again, and then you can go long, go short. So that is how you trade a trend line. So here, let's say we had this trend line prepared when the market was around here, we would have gone long here, sure, thinking that it's a break, it's taking support. Now our stop loss would be below this previous low form, and our targets would be our previous higher high. We would have hit a stop loss, right? Now we can move down to the next trend line. Now this is an even more important trend line because this has been from this trend line has been forming before this second trend line was formed. So this trend line this is a minor trend line and this is a major trend line. So here when price showed reversal, this was a bearish candle, and then the bullish candle closed above the high of the previous bearish candle. Now that right there is a reversal sign. So you if you go long here with your stop loss below this low and your targets at the previous higher high. So let's see how this trade plays out. And today is the 12th of March. So let's see if this trade goes well in our favor or not. And next, another example is Bajaj Auto. So Bajaj Auto, the trend lines you could draw here from just a trend line perspective, this trend line right here, and can you draw anything else? You could draw a trend line for the resistances here. It took resistance 1, 2, 3, and the fourth time it broke through the resistance. So This is the support trend line as of now. So we would say that okay, price has respected this trend line once, twice, thrice. So the fourth time when it comes here, we could go long if it shows reversal signs. Also, if you look closer into these candles, these three candles here, this is a famous reversal pattern. This is called morning star. So now we have two reasons. So the first reason was trend line, and the second reason was the morning star reversal. Another third reason for you to take up this trade could be you draw Fibonacci level. Fibonacci from your higher high to this. Now what do you see? Price is bouncing off the 0.5 levels exactly. We can now these three levels of 0.618, 0.5 and 0.382. These are the major Fibonacci retracement levels, and that is where price generally tends to take support or resistance and bounce back from. So now we have one trend line, second reason our morning star reversal, and third reason our Fibonacci. We have not one or two but three reasons to suggest a reversal in price. So after the closing of this candle, we could go along with stop loss below this low and targets of our previous higher high. Now the risk to reward is 2 in this, and let's see how this trade plays out as well in the future. Now the third stock is Cadila. Cadila Healthcare. If you look at this, the trend line on the first site would be this. This is the obvious trend line right here, which was broken. Around this point. It seemed to go back up and then but it couldn't sustain and fell back down. So on this trend line, so you could have drawn this trend line after one and the second support. So you had 3, 4. So you had two more opportunities to trade and go long. You could have gone long here and here. So this was a minor trend line, and the major trend line on the higher time frames you could draw is this right here. This is another trend line. So if I let me remove this trend line. So again I've drawn a trend line from this point connecting this low and this low, and the third time also it has shown a decent bounce, but then again that couldn't sustain either. Now what do I do? I go for a lower trend line. So my next trend line is this, connecting this point and this point. So my third point is obviously this point, and this is my third opportunity to go long. So if I draw a Fibonacci retracement level, again this isn't any major level, but again this as I've said, even Fibonacci levels are areas, they are not solid levels. Even Fibonacci retracement levels are areas and approximations. So this area between 0.5 0.382 is a good area for a reversal. So we could say that after we could have gone long here when it took support from the trend line with our stop loss below this low and our targets of previous highs. So let's see how this trade plays out as well. Now the next example I have is BPCL. Now BPCL, from just a trend line perspective, you have this trend line, you have this trend line, and you have this trend line. These are the two trend lines you can see visible to the naked eye. So and you could also draw this trend line of resistances. These are the major trend lines, but let's put the 200 EMA on this. This is the 200 EMA exponential moving average that I've placed on BPCL. if I look historically, I can see that 200 EMA, that area has been very important and crucial. It has taken bounces from that, and whenever it did break it properly, you can see the move. So I can say that 200 EMA is a very crucial level for BPCL. Okay, now let's move on to post March, when the bull run began. So I see that 200 EMA is yet again acting as an important zone and a crucial resistance. And as soon as it was broken, you can see this move, right? This was this move was almost 20%, which is a huge move. And then it broke the 200 EMA and then came back and started taking support again at 200 EMA. So 200 EMA is still acting as an important zone, and when BPCL went into a consolidation phase right here, this was a trending phase, again this was a trending phase, and now and this here right here was a consolidation phase for BPCL. So whenever a stock is in its consolidation phase, the EMA, the dynamic moving averages, they don't act as either supports or resistances, they just move with the stock in between. Now again it seems to have broken out of range here. So what we could do in BPCL is, so clearly this area is an important support level. So when BPCL moving forward, if this 200 EMA at some point comes and comes around this our area, and the stock price also comes down and tries to take support, we could go long, because we have not one but two reasons this time. First reason is that there is a resistance area, and second reason is that 200 EMA is very important for BPCL. So these were some of the stocks and examples I showed you about moving averages, Fibonacci levels, and trend lines, and supports and resistance in a bull market. So that's it for today. Thank you.